Hello! Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Johnny Baghead, as always. And it's been a while. Honestly, it has been a while. Sorry about that. But welcome back. It's the summer. Summer loving. No, I'm summer hating. It's too damn hot all over the place. But I've got my summer fit on. Unfortunately, the green screen, not really a fan of this. It's my leftover from my Max Payne 3 cosplay. But yeah, I'm back and been meaning to do this for a while. Busy week, unfortunately. Busy weeks. Doing stuff in front of the scenes, behind the scenes, all over the place. But one sec. But first things first. So I did break from tradition. I will be upfront. Yesterday was my birthday. Yippee! The birthday skeleton once again tried to come at me, but I was able to avoid him once again. But the old tradition, this might be, I haven't done this in a long time maybe, but we used to, the PlayStation 1 grab bag streams were actually born on June the 18th, but I don't think I've done one on that date in a few years. I actually haven't done one in a while, but mainly I've kind of started running out of games, and I didn't have enough time today to even prep for something like that. But we'll definitely get back to that at some point, because it'd be fun to do that again. But before then, I might do something this weekend. Maybe not a grab bag, but something. The big thing, and I've mentioned this a few times, is I want to start doing tier lists for Xbox and GameCube games. Look, I even... this giant fucking thing. I dug my... Wow, the green screen does not like that. There we go. Where's the Xbox logo? I don't see it. I dug my original Xbox out of storage. That probably is still broken, but I need to find all the parts for it. I've got to find my component cable, the controller. I also have a USB memory card adapter thing that I think has the EEPROM ripped on it. Hopefully, because otherwise, if I try and get this repaired, apparently it costs, I think it costs more because they have to like dump the EEPROM off the motherboard or something. But I need to double check. But I think the hard drives failed on this. And I might try and, I don't know, raise funds to get this repaired. I found a pretty good place based in London that can do retro repairs. So the idea of getting this repaired and maybe even ask them to do the hard drive. Well, the hard drive's broken, so maybe they can just do the hard drive upgrade for me. Put like a modern SATA drive with like a terabyte or two worth of data on there. But maybe we'll do that this weekend. But I just want to do something more chill, just more usual. So we're just going to do some more Beyond Good and Evil. It's been a while since I played this, granted. And I do want to play more. And don't worry. We'll call it the version 1.0 bag. You know, my main one. It will be back. I do have the stuff now to repair it. It's been hot. So, dealing with like a hot glue gun and stuff is just not very appealing. But, that will come back soon. But before then, let's get into the game. Here we go. I might have to crank the volume a little bit. Not entirely. Okay, so we've got two objectives. So we've got to enter page... Yep, we've got to do that. And prove the complicity between the alpha section and the DOMs and broadcast it from the lunar transmitter. And also some other potential stuff. But we'll... get back into it. Right, I think I came in here if I remember right. Actually, hang on. Where am I? Oh dear. Maybe I should have looked up what I was doing. There are definitely pearls here. Maybe that's what... Maybe I'm here to get stuff.
Projects, Miss Jade. He's getting away with a pearl.
Okay. I'm remembering little bits now. It's coming back to me. Hang on a second, sorry. I swear I've got this on, like... Ugh. There we go. There we go. No, 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 no. I want to... Come on. Push over there. There we go. Beautiful. What's this? What's this?
Okay, I keep
Hey, look at that. There we go. I think I'm going to crank audio a little bit more. I think that'll be okay. Again, we're in that funny part where it's like, yes, this game can run a 60 FPS, just so rarely that it's not worth it. Okay. I'm guessing the puzzle here is just going to be... Yeah. It's going to be moving this over. I want to mention why I'm doing this.
Yes, sir.
So... The basic plan with doing the initial tier list stuff for GameCube and original Xbox stuff is because those are going to be shorter lists from the beginning, because I'm mainly looking at just exclusives. That to make a bit more, you know, a bit more of an analyst with the stream is we're going to discuss games more. Like I might even just straight up. Nope.
Bad shape, Miss Jade.
There we go.
Mama Go Garage is the one who's going to be happy.
Hang on.
Here.
There we go. That's probably it from in here, right? Hey, Joriel. Okay, there's those pearl there. Edward asks, no, well, maybe it's new if you haven't seen it before, I guess. This is my, my bag for when I just don't want to deal with my puppetry stuff. Also, that bag I need to fix. It for a while I didn't have the stuff to repair it. I do now. It's just I've been busy. It's been hot, so I haven't gotten around to it. But don't worry, my 1.0 bag will return And, yeah, we might finish this game today, Jojo. I'm not entirely sure. Depends how much of this extra stuff I end up getting or not. And I'm going to have some of my iced coffee here. Cheers. But yeah, I haven't done much streams. Haven't got back to this game because of being busy. Doing mostly, I'll be real, it's about Game Hall of Fame stuff. We've already announced it, but I can confirm. So I can confirm it's because of covering stuff for Mighty Number 9. I've taken, I've done the history section on that, and though I definitely had enough prep time, and that wasn't an issue, but the previous ones I usually do way ahead of time. And this one I've done relatively quick in comparison. You know, done it over the course of like a week or two as opposed to like months ahead of time. Granted, it's like I don't work, you know, it's not like I'm working on it for months. But you know, I work in fits and spurts. I tend to have to proofread my work like a couple of times through. But yeah, I was working on that a lot, and wow, I have I've been fully absorbed into the world of Keiji Inafune. Oh yeah, trust. I think even if you know some of the history, there will be some either new stuff or just more exposition or like explanation of things. There's some stuff I've corrected the record on a little bit. Oh yeah, Ed was saying I thought it was a glove. So yeah, well I do have issues, but I've tried wearing support gloves and they actually kind of are worse because I end up having to, you know, it restricts your movement. So any like doing this, it ended up I was overexerting because I was like pushing against the elastic. When I do the upgraded form in the main bag, though, I do plan on rebuilding how the puppetry works, where it's going to be hopefully like built into gloves to make it a bit easier to put on. But it fits the kind of like 90s like techwear-ish kind of look I have. I always forget what the name for like retro interpretation of the future is, and that's my aesthetic, the like 90s junk, cyber junk punk I call it or whatever. But yeah, doing that. Yeah, retrofuturism, yeah. But mine is very specifically like 90s based. If you want to get like super specific with it. Very like the what would be the like the very basic way I put it is just like a lot of 90s anime that was like futuristic. Studio Experiments Lane is a huge influence on a lot of the aesthetic and the style, for sure. So that's a good example. In fact, specifically Lane, because Lane was actually very I'm trying to think what the right word for it is. Not practical, but their actual like reading for where technology was going was actually pretty well thought out, looking at where technology was at the time and where it was going. A lot more than other stuff. I'm trying to think what the exact right word is. Hang on. There we go. I think I'm going in here, yeah. I think this is a big thing.
Whatever you do, don't let them see you. They will have no
Pragmatic? Is that the word I'm thinking of? Probably not. Joe's not seen that one, but I've watched that Dungeon Shield video on the game. I need to really play that game. The game is cool. It's just, A, it was untranslated for a long time. And then when it was translated, the game is kind of very hard to play because it runs very strangely. But there is a web remake of it now that runs, like, the animations actually run at a reasonable speed. And that's the version I need to play. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Okay.
With, you know, with the full translation stuff. Oh. Whoops. I think it came up recently because some people were trying to, like, appropriate the messaging of that, of Serial Experiments Lane. And the lead writer fucking went off the deep end a couple of years ago. If you've ever heard what happened to Digimon Tamers that had, like, a play drama that got made, it was a whole fucking thing. Alright. No, reappropriate, not like, you know, like. So, Serial Experiments Lane deals with a lot of things, but I would say, you know, like in, like, conspiracy stuff, for example. Oh yeah, should have done that. But like, it gets into transhuman stuff. You know, the idea of society and being human, like, going beyond the physical realm into digital stuff. And even has, like, big theme... Oh, what the fuck? Themes around the dangers of that. And I think some people read it as, like, being, quote, conservative, and especially highlighting that writer and the stuff he was doing around Digimon. But let's be clear, he wasn't... this. So, what the thing was with that radio drama, or play drama, is that the big evil thing, and I think he was being very cheeky about it, because he was using language in a way where it wasn't literal, but it was like, if you know what these terms mean in English, then it, like, it's very telling. Okay. This is going to be a tricky one. But, like, the name of the villain, I think, was, like, political correctness. But it wasn't the concept of political correctness. It was like making a movie where a villain's called, like, oh, I'm Dr. Fascist, kind of thing. But it was using these terms like cancel culture and political correctness and shit like that. Even though they didn't really have anything to do with the story. And the writer had a blog. I think at some point it got deleted. But him explaining, like, oh, here's my reasoning and stuff behind it. And he was citing that he really got into these, like, far-right conspiracy YouTube channels. And how he was pissed off that one of them got deleted off of YouTube. And it was literally a guy spreading, like, COVID conspiracy theories about how, like, it was a manufactured virus. And, you know, the implications of, well, who manufactured it? Oh, you know, them. Them in brackets, which is, like, an anti-Semitic trope. You know, the whole, like, shadow government, Illuminati, all that, like, bullshit. And so, it was, you know, like, dog whistling shit. Because, like, the actual radio drama, I don't believe, ever directly talks about that stuff. It's just that he was throwing in those phrases. And then his blog talk about how, like, oh yeah, I don't listen to mainstream news sources anymore, and how online platforms aren't fair to alternative facts. And so I think the people who did the fan translation for the project got shit because they put like a content warning on it. And they're like, oh, he's just talking about cancel culture. It's not far right. And then you read his blog and then like the shit he was talking about. And, you know, it caused controversy. And he made a post where he didn't really apologize. He was like, hey, I'm sorry that I upset people bringing my personal politic like stuff into the works. But then downplayed what those politics were. And then he was like, oh, by the way, actually, I do believe COVID is real. And then started pushing, but then followed up with a but. And his but was, oh, I don't think they've mapped out the virus, which was false. They had. And talking about, like, how the vaccine worked. And shit like that. And it's just like, it was... There's some amount of copium with it, right? But it really read off of like, okay, this guy is getting older and he's falling into, like, he must not, because he kind of talks about some of his loneliness and the alienation of these conspiracy theories. Like, he does allude to it. And it really comes off like he is just like closed himself off from people and is falling down these conspiracy theory rabbit holes and online spaces, which is funny because that's literally a message in Serial Experiments Lane. Like, a big theme is about people like retreating into the digital world and kind of not connecting with people authentically anymore. And so part of me is hopes, like, I hope some people reached out to him. I hope he got some contact with people. And yeah, Jover says, yeah, I don't know who fell down that hole because of isolation too. Yeah. Because, yeah, he was like, I'm sorry people got upset. I'm just going to kind of stop talking about my personal beliefs now. Which is like, well, that's not great. That's not really an apology. That's not, hey, I'm spreading... you know, spreading is maybe not the right word, but definitely, like, leading people into those rabbit holes. You know, and it's... and there was the whole thing that Serial Experiments Lane was supposed to get a follow-up, like, another anime in the same universe. Despera. And that got on why can't I think of words today? Development hell. Because the original director, I think it was the director, yes, the director of Serial Experiments Lane passed away during production. Forward roll. Why did they just tell me that now? There we go. But apparently they're still working on it. And it's just like, look, Serial Experiments Lane means so much to me for its discussion, like, its discussion of...
Lost,
oh, shit. Of identity in the burgeoning digital world. About what identity even means, like who you are as a person. Oh shit. I just realised we're in like a set PC bit. I didn't even do that. Woo! You know what? This is actually way ahead of its time. This is like Uncharted shit, like almost a decade before Uncharted really got into this kind of design. Hey!
Don't break up the team.
Don't break up the team.
Page 823.
Let them go. They'll lead us to an even larger prize.
And yeah, a friend of mine recently was mentioning like, oh yeah, that's actually coming out. And I was like, yeah, sure. They've been saying that for like a decade. The Despera anime is actually coming out. Okay. Okay, so I think while I'm here... Oh, hey, they eventually made sequels to Fooly Cooly, you never know. Yeah, I need to watch them, but I've been putting it off because I've heard the Fooly Cooly sequels are, bad. I've not heard anything good about them. Which is a shame, because Fooly Cooly is also, like, a really important, story. I feel like might be one of, like, the best coming-of-age stories ever. And hearing the sequels, some of the sequels were not great. Here we go. I want to double check if I've got anything left to get here. And also, I know some of the people who were involved in that went on to join the, oh, no, that's what I wanted. The studio that did, why can't I think of the name of it today? It's the... I'm gonna blame the heat.
Account identification. Okay.
I'll think on it while we're in ad break. Don't lose your way. No, I can't think of the name of it. I'm sure someone in chat will let me know. Because it's the anime that's very like Fooly Cooly, but it's the lady with the scissor sword. And... nah, I could not get into it. It was so transparently trying to be Fooly Cooly. And also filled with a lot of just like... hey, isn't it funny that these underage characters keep getting put into, like, sexually revealing situations against their consent? Isn't that funny? It's like, no, that's not funny. Kill la Kill. Yeah, that's it. And I feel weird because I just saw, like, people heaping praise on it. Even people that I normally trust for anime and show recommendations. And then I watch it, it's like, yeah, no, this is just Fooly Cooly, but not as good and way creepier. Like, okay, Fooly Cooly, like, deals with some kind of, like, taboo subjects, but it's not played for laughs. It's actually played very seriously. Its topics of kind of, like, inappropriate relationships and things like that. And Kill la Kill is just, hey, here's this cool kind of, like, now another... try and remember what, like, the Japanese term for, like, the kind of, like, delinquent culture, but for ladies is. I should know this. Begins with an S, but I don't remember the specifics. Sukaban, there we go. Thank fuck I have you in chat today, Joe Drill. But I just can't think of anything today.
Double H, the lighthouse. They've destroyed it. The kids.
Shit.
Quickly, Miss Jade. There still may be time.
Well, I'm going into the shop, so. And then, like, she gets stuck in the you know, the sailor armor, and the whole gimmick with it is that it turns into, like, a string bikini when she's battling. And there's and the characters are even, like, strapped, like, oh, what's this sexy outfit? Why are you trying to seduce me? And it's just like, there's that. And even in, like, the first episode, there's, like, a scene where, like, a pervy doctor. Oh, wait, I don't think I have enough pearls yet. No, I don't. No.
Account identification. Okay. A box of K-Bups completely restored. A set of pods completely restores your vehicle's energy.
There we go. But even in the first episode, there's like an older character. I think it's supposed to be one of the teachers at the school who knows about the armor. Like, strips her naked when she's unconscious and like freezes her, and has her like covered in a towel that's falling off her the whole scene. It's like, what's the joke here? Like, that's not funny. How am I the only person who thinks this is weird? And even like the female kind of like ditzy character, when they have her taken hostage, she's put like upside down, and she has to like try to make sure her skirt like doesn't come off, like, you know, flip upside down. And it's just like, these are like explicitly teenagers. They're supposed to be like 14 to 16. This shit's not okay. Can we not? Oh, okay. I still have one pearl left over there. Alright, let's go to the lighthouse. Now, I'll give them credit, because I think that's the same studio that did the Cyberpunk anime. And that was really good. I think that was them. It's weird to follow the lineage, because I feel like they've, like, left, like, a lot of the creatives have, like, left and, like, restarted their own studios, like,
Faster,
multiple
Miss Jade.
times.
What's all this mumbo-jumbo about shoes? Do you have any idea?
Oh. Those have been there the whole time, have they? 6X8S, I'm guessing that is. Okay, let me look again. That's cute, though. Oh, 6X8S. Wait. Oh, what is wrong with me today? 6X8S. Alright. 6X8S. Okay, so it's not that one. Let me look at the other boot. D4W5. 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 Hey! So what does that do for me? I assume I've got to do it to both computers?
To remind us all of our duty as loyal citizens, and to invite us to help in the war effort by joining the ranks of the Alpha sections. Loyal aliens. War
Oh.
has reared its
Hang on, buddy. Get out of the way.
on your planet.
Here, we'll save.
Help from those traitors from the Iris Network. Our enemy.
Ugh. But yeah, there's my weird anime rant for a while.
Enough is enough.
I could be wrong. I thought there was a computer in here.
Join the Alpha sections, and together we will overcome. Join the Alpha
I guess not. Wait, hang on. Right. Okay. But yeah, if people went in earlier, I did mention it was my birthday yesterday, but I didn't get an opportunity to plan a big stream around it. But I might try and do something this weekend. I used to do the PlayStation grab bags on that.
No, 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 no! Pablo? Ben? Yoa!
Careful, Miss Jade. The Alpha sections may still be there.
Double H! They taking the children.
All right.
Here? Umi!
I forgot his name was Double H. But yeah. We'll try and do something. I might start the tier list stuff I want to do for Xbox and GameCube. But I have less games that I've beat on those platforms. So the thing I want to do is kind of go through the potential games we would rank, maybe bring up videos for them and discuss them, and the plans to play them eventually. And as I mentioned earlier, on my original Xbox here, that I need to try and get repaired, because I believe the hard drive died. But I need to find the controller, the cables, and I have a dongle that lets you use a USB as a memory card instead of having to use like their type, which is how I hacked it. GameCube I can already do. The easiest way to play GameCube backups is just do it on a Wii. Maybe one day I'll look into...
Poor Wolf. I know how you are.
I completely forgot about this
Tried
dog.
to help them.
It's a cute
Told
dog.
yourself that you wouldn't let them come to any harm. That you'd be there to protect them. I know, boy. But that isn't what actually happened. The kids are gone. And you...
Maybe one
couldn't
day
do
I'll look
anything.
into like soft modding
You're here.
a GameCube. The
Alive
problem
and
is I
well.
don't think...
Who do you think you are? Did you think you'd actually be able to make a difference?
I don't think you can get third-party
No.
component cables for the GameCube yet.
You were wrong, boy. Completely and utterly wrong. There's nothing anyone can do. There's nothing anyone can do.
We must go now, Miss Jade.
It's over, Double H. Finished.
They're still alive, Miss Jade. Paige, the kids, they're all still alive.
Alright. Let's look at the booties. My understanding with the GameCube is that the component out is very strange, where the cable itself, it has like a chip that processes the image. So that's why there aren't any... Oh! Okay. I see your message there, Jodriel. I had the code upside down. Alright, thank you. So, whereas the game, the Wii doesn't, the component cables are just fine. And, on the plus side, on the GameCube, to get to progressive scan that a lot of games supported, you had to hold weird button combos to get to those menus. On the Wii, it just defaults, gives you those options. Like when you boot the game up, you don't have to do weird stuff. I know all this stuff because I've looked into it, just because I'm so fascinated by this era of gaming where like they were kind of starting to look to where video out was going. But there was no real consistent way to do it yet. Huh? Apparently that's not the code. Okay. Oh no, that's an S. That's not a Z. Z. Okay. D 9. Let me look again. Oh, what am I doing? I'm mixing up the codes. S8X9. S8X9, okay. I don't think it's cheeky that they picked a code that could look different if it's upside down. It could, maybe it changes. Yeah, we've seen that already, I think, in this playthrough, that a couple of codes change. Okay, so I've done that one and that one. What does that do, though? Is there one more computer? Nope. I guess I've done that already. I'm guessing because I don't have the pearls for the upgrade yet, nothing's happened. I'm gonna guess that's what it is. Because, yeah, let me go over this again. Yeah, it just says enter your code again. But it doesn't do anything, so... Yeah, that's what I'm gonna assume, at least.
Perfect, Miss Jade. Now we can go open the door in the hangar.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not the shoot button. Oh, wait. I thought it was that button. I didn't realize this because they didn't really explain it, but you can dodge when you're in the camera mode, which is kind of cool. Okay, let me get a bit closer. Oh, crap. I will admit, this part of the combat is a bit awkward, where they want you to use the disc. I wonder if that's one of the things that the Anniversary Edition improves. I still need to look more into that. I'll probably look up like a long play and like compare.
Hey, Miss Jade, nothing broken?
Oh. Well, I have plenty of healing items, so... Oh, of course. I'll take care of that in a sec. Hang on. There we go.
Are you all right, Miss Jade?
Okay, yeah, this... It's kind of weird, because considering how Legend of Zelda this is... you know, Legend of Zelda games let you use stuff like arrows and the boomerang in third person with lock-on. That's all they really needed to do. Honestly, would have preferred just to have lock-on instead of the manual aiming for doing this kind of stuff, because it's a bit clunky. It's a pretty minor issue, all things considered. Oh, there is an animal. Yeah. Oh, okay. There's animals. That I need to take pictures of. Maybe, oh, so maybe they figured, hey, we have the first person camera view, might as well. Yeah, oh, no, this is the wrong way. I'd be curious, yeah. I wonder if that's something they've ever talked about. That's something that's, that came up when I was doing the research in the Mighty Number 9, is the discussion that, you don't very often, apparently, in Japan, it takes... Normally, you don't get immediate post-mortems on video games, for example.
Superb specimen. I'll file it.
Wow, that was worth nothing. I guess I should have taken a photo earlier, so... Yeah, I didn't photograph the dog for some reason. Look at that little thing!
A two-legged otter. Amazing.
look at all the fucking question marks, exclamation marks. There we go. Oh. Hold on a second. Lola! Lola, what's wrong? You want water? I don't know if you'll be able to drink it out of this. There you go. I had to give her water out of this, and she managed to fit her head in, so she was like this deep into it. Well, if you want more water, Lola, we'll give you that in a second. I don't think anyone else is in the house. Sometimes she gets a bit antsy if she knows someone's comes in. She wants them to come say hi and pick her up, but I don't think they're back yet. We'll see. Funny enough, something I also have done since the last time I played this is... Here, we'll take the picture of the animal here. Is, we were talking about... What is it? Rayman Legends got announced it's getting that weird remake. They're like, what if the art style wasn't as good? Oh. And it inspired me to load up the game and play it again. And it's like, wow, is the music a lot like this game? Makes sense. I think it's a lot the same team.
A live dipnoi. Impossible.
Okay, 4 left. Look at that. Okay, so apparently there's a door up here that I've opened. There we go. Send a message. Oh no, I need to charge my phone. It's a hand-me-down, or pretty much all my phones are hand-me-down because I'm not that fussed about having the latest one. This one has a weird issue where if I don't have any credit, the battery drains really fast, and I don't know why. It's not because of the Wi-Fi mode, because if I have credit and it's connected to the Wi-Fi, the battery doesn't drain faster. So, I don't know. Check it out, though. I put a Sailor Moon. Her hair's not green, but I have to do some funky stuff to make my green screen work, so it's picked up her hair, but I thought I'd put a Sailor Moon thing on there. It's not Sailor Jupiter, though, so whatever. If only. Okay.
20 years? Paige, you've been hiding this from me for the past 20 years.
I'm sure he was just trying to protect you.
Okay. Alright, so that's the other... Whoa! Oh, okay.
I can't control it.
Yeah, we need
If we
the...
want to get off the ground, we're gonna need one flight stabilizer for each reactor.
So yeah, I need to get another one of those. That's fine. Off we go. I keep thinking I have more repair bins than I do. So next time I go back to the garage, I'm just going to buy... That shiny thing was a disc? What shiny thing? Hang on. I'll go back. Loads quick enough. That is a big benefit to me using the backups. Not only so I can play NTSC versions when need be. Oh! There we go. Do you know what? I just blanked on that. I thought I'd already looked at that for some reason, which doesn't make any sense. There we go. Phone's on. Just gonna check. Oh, weird. My auto fill is... there we go. I do not type quick, especially not with this hand. There we go. That's that taken care of. Excuse me, buddy. They at least do... They pick up if you're trying to move past them eventually. They do move. Okay. Hello? Where is he? He got confused, I guess. But yeah, because I use digital backups, both so I can use NTSC versions, but the other thing as well is just to keep my discs in good condition, just so I don't have to worry about it. Like, have them available if I need them. Though, something I want to do at some point is get a specific hard drive and just dump the physical discs I have. Okay. So, there's 2 pearls there. And then there's a bunch here. But I can't get to those yet, I think. I guess they're in this canal area. It's a bit annoying though, because, okay, there are. There's one over there, one there. Alright, let's check out this race area first then. Oh, right. I've not been this way yet, I don't think. There we go. Okay, so there's that one. I guess there's a disc over... There's a pearl over here still? Okay, what does this fin say? Oh, right. I don't have that door code yet. That's in the bar. Okay, Jojo, you... I think you are aware of this. Okay. I might need more of a hint than that. I know he... I'll double check what he said again. But, yeah, the main thing I'm saying is because I'm playing on a digital backup, it does actually seem to help with load times. For the shells, you better go see Peepers. Okay, what's his plan? There's a nice little package of pearls at the top of a volcano in a crater. That's all I know. Okay, no, this is not Rufus. That's Mo. Who's Rufus? Is this Rufus? No. Who's Rufus? I don't know who Rufus is. Oh, this is Rufus. Listen, Booger Breath, my grandpappy could devour a family of 8 kids in 17 seconds. My daddy could do it in 12. And I plan to be able to do it in less than 10. Oh. I assume what he's saying is the code. Whoa, what's that mean though? Oh! I saw that. V6M8. Ah! Wow, that's very easy to miss. Hang on. I've already forgotten what it is. V6M8. Okay, V6M8. 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 Oh, he's got a ton of boosters. There we go. So, yeah. So I'm missing 88, 76, 54, 321, 80. Oh, that's still quite a lot I'm missing, apparently.
Sorry, Rufus. I may seem a little pushy, but Hillis needs this more than you do.
Alright. What happens if you get them all? I did look this up. I think there's like a special disc you get, maybe? I think that's the same with if you find all the animals. No, I'm worried I've locked myself out of it because the animal that I'm missing is in a part of a level I can't get back to anymore. But that at least you get a special disc. But maybe there's a chance that that animal shows up somewhere else. Also, are you wearing black lips on the back? Yeah, I'm trying something out. I've done this before. Because it looks kind of weird. I might actually just make a, you know, hey, we're breaking immersion here. I might make a cover. Just to kind of keep the immersion up. Come on, Edward. Come on. I'm smarter than that. I'm not gonna... Funny enough, I almost considered doing around the eyes because I feel like with this one, it breaks the immersion a bit too much. You can, under light, especially here, because I have to use so much lighting to make the green screen work. It kind of makes the eye illusion not work as well. But for the mouth, I think I'm gonna make something. Yeah, like Batman. Yeah. Oh, trust me, when I started out streaming, when I was using an older bag that didn't have eye stuff, I was doing the Batman eye paint under the mask. But yeah, I don't have to do that for the main one. Well, you say hunting down criminals, but I have more going... I'm closer to Scarecrow than anything else. Yeah, so there's an animal there. And there's also pearls, but I... Okay. So, I'm assuming, Jodril, right? If I want to do this one, I need the ship upgraded. Is that the case? Because I think if I go in here... And I look here... Yeah, this is all cleared out. Okay. One sec. Sorry. My dog's making noises and I don't know why. I thought she wanted water, but guess not. Okay, let me try and look at this creature. Where is it? Okay, I'm gonna have to... I guess I'm gonna have to go around? Yeah. Let's see then. I'm assuming I can go around. Obviously, we're going for stuff that's beyond what's required. I'm just enjoying this. So I just want to see what we can get.
You are now leaving territorial waters. Final warning.
Maybe I can't get around this way?
You are entering a hazardous zone. For your safety, please leave the area.
Okay. I'm guessing this...
You are entering a hazardous zone. For your safety, please leave the area.
Yeah,
You are now leaving territorial waters. Final warning.
I'm just gonna assume we cannot go that way. Oh god, these things are more awkward to jump over than it looks. There we go. Nope. There we go. So how do I get there? Is that maybe that's another one I need the ship for? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna assume I need the ship for these last ones. Because now that I look at it, I don't think there's any way I can get to those areas. So we probably don't need the extra money, but let's just get a little bit while we're here. Where's Mama goes? There it is.
Mama go!
I guess because it's dark times, we don't get the music here anymore. Alright.
Account identification. Okay. A boost cap. The repair pod. Starkos restores 1 heart of your energy. The repair pod restores 1 wrench of your vehicle's energy. Account identification. Okay. A set of pods completely restores your vehicle's energy. A set of pods completely restores your A boost capsule temporarily triples your maximum speed.
There we go.
This motor is not for hovercrafts, Jade. Come back with a spaceship, and we'll install it for you.
Hiya, Hal. Oh. Wait, so where do I... I need another one? Where would I get another one? Oh dear. Does this guy tell me? Oh yeah, let's look at this disc. Gonna have to install the one I've already got and then try to remember to pick up another one. Oh. Yeah, I brought the one that's here. I guess there's another one back home? Is that what that disc said? Let me look at it one more time. Gonna have to install the one I've already got. Ah, okay. I'm an idiot, I guess. Whatever.
Hey, Jed, where you been hiding?
You got anything to say? Yo, Jade. Treasures on Black Isle. At the summit in the crater, a nice packet of pearls to collect is what I heard. Alright. Off we go. But yeah. Sorry, I got distracted.
See ya next time at Mamago.
But yeah, playing Rayman Legends a bit again. And it's like, yeah, there's a lot of the music. Hits a lot the same beats as this game. So I wonder if it's the same composer. That game is cool. And it's wait, that's not the lighthouse. It looks different now, so... Where is it? Oh no, there it is. It is here. But yeah, like, such a great looking game. Feels great to play. It's just weird that they're doing that 3D remake, because it's like, look, it doesn't look bad. It's just, compared to the original, it looks worse. It's like, yeah, it just... It doesn't look as... I bet it's here, isn't it? Yep. It just doesn't feel the same. And add in, like, 3D, like, some of the bits they added to it. It's just like, they might as well have just made a sequel. Like, you can still play that game on modern systems. It doesn't need a new version. Rayman Legends, Edward. That got announced as getting a remake recently. I was bringing it up because it's... I think it's a lot the same developers as this game. Beyond Good and Evil. Has very similar music. Yeah. I mean, it's funny because you look back, like, to the early 2000s where we got Resident Evil 1 remake less than a decade after, but, you know, gaming was improving, you know, like, the technology was scaling up so quickly back then, whereas nowadays, like, we're really close to plateauing. Oh! Funny. That's cute. Okay. Alright, well first... Let's go... This way.
The dogs! They're attacking!
It's the same as accelerating the hovercraft. You've got the fire button and even the retro rockets. None of the Army's ships are equipped with it. Keep on the move! Hang on, Jade! He's weakening!
Gotcha!
There we go. But yeah, no, yeah, Rayman Legends already fine on PC. The, you know, the PS4 Xbone version you can just play on the current systems if you can afford it. And it's not like they're adding anything to the game that couldn't have run on those systems either, so like it's... You know, there's been a suggestion that maybe they're doing it because it's a good way for younger developers to kind of get acclimatized with a series. Switch version? Yeah, that would make sense. Because it originally was, it was originally intended... Oh! Hey, look at that. It was originally intended to be a Wii U exclusive. And there's still some, like, remnants of that, where some of the levels you have to press a button to emulate doing the touchscreen stuff. Honestly, plays better without the touchscreen. Makes it a lot easier to do certain actions.
You are now leaving territorial waters. Final warning.
You are entering a hazardous zone. For your safety,
okay.
please leave the...
Oh. Wait, no, I have a shortcut. I don't need to go this way. Is it here? Did I miss an animal over this area? I think I did. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. The Wii U is such an interesting system. Wait. Wait, can I... Oh, don't tell me this is locked off as well. Can I not go this way now? Oh, wait. Right. I think I got stumped on that the first time as well. You know what? I am going to read this question from Edward. Because it's honestly something I have considered. So when making new bagheads, do you ever worry it's going to look like Ku Klux Klan stuff? It's as silly as it might sound, that is something that I have worried about at certain points. Ah, I see why I missed that. Because, you know, because of the hood stuff they've done, I think even in their early days, some of them would just wear the kind of like square-shaped ones. So, yeah, as silly as it might sound, that is something I do worry about.
I'll cover your rear, Miss Jade.
Obviously, I never plan on making the style where it points straight up. I'm not playing with fire doing that. But, you know. Also, I'm always going to make the point that, you know, fuck racists, fuck bigots. We are very inclusive here. Obviously, you know, Edward, Jodrell know me from the Bat Game Hall of Fame. They know what we stand for. We're very open about our politics and beliefs. Oh, okay. Yeah, what am I doing?
I'll never be able to do it by myself.
Okay. So yeah, there's a room I missed. I wonder how I get there. And, you know, my whole thing, like, I'm open. My inspiration is from video games with that stuff. How do I get there? Oh, I'm giving Lola more water. Yeah, I thought you wanted more water. I don't know why you didn't go for it earlier. You know, the first one, I've mentioned this before, but in case people don't know, the first video game bad kid I was aware of was Dr. Salvador from Resident Evil 4, the chainsaw guys. Okay, how would I get there? Not from here. Maybe not. And where it solidified was Faust in Guilty Gear. Okay. How the fuck do I get there? Apparently I've been in that room on the 3rd floor. Not the game Faust, no, Guilty Gear. There's the doctor character, Faust. I specifically really got into it because Faust is... Oh, right, you could climb up here. He really bucks the trend. The thing is like, video games often... Oh, right, I need him to... How do I get him to come up? Oh, I see. Oh dear. Okay, this is going to take me a minute. It's a very easy way to create enemy variety. Because you don't have to model the face. If you just stick a fucking bag over it, you know? Right. Oh, I remember now. There's a switch.
Too tight for me. I'll cover your rear, Miss Jade.
Ah, this is what happens when you spend a week or two away from these games. Sometimes, definitely with streaming, sometimes if you stream a game, you don't remember it quite as well. Oh, okay. I thought he jumps in the vehicle for you. Maybe not. Oh dear. Can you walk on the gate once it's up? You know, I'll try that. Why is it not letting me push it now? Did I break the button? Oh, let's I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this. And they're so often, you know, bagheads in video games used. There we go. Used as fodder enemies. And, you know, it dates back to Friday the 13th. The part 2, the first time Freddy was the actual villain. Oh, no, Jason, sorry. Freddy's the other one. So yeah, you can't walk in the gate when it's up. Yeah, because everyone knows Jason Voorhees with the hockey mask, but in part 2, he just wore a bag with just one eye hole. And yeah, I'm aware there's a Baghead movie. Oh, for fuck's sake, mate. Okay. I guess there's a very specific way the AI moves here. So now he knows what I'm trying to do. So now he's gonna jump in the ship for me. Because yeah, I swear the way this works is you activate the switch and then he moves the boat for you. Am I wrong? I thought that was the case. Like maybe you've got to come down here and press the triangle. That or I'm not able to come back where I'm trying to go. Okay. One more try, and then I'm just gonna give up. There we go. It's weird though, because I thought the way it worked when we were doing the puzzle. There we go. Is that he brings the ship for you. Whatever, we got it working. Let's see. Right. We gotta figure out how we check what animals I have. Which I forget what's the easiest way to check that. Not there. I'm not sure if I can. There we go. Oh, I see it. Oh, that's real sneaky. So yeah, there's sorry, rats. Oh, I see. Ignifera.
Splendid picture.
There we go. So we have 3 left. Now, look at that. Do you know what I would like to have? I don't know if I could set this up. But when I have to do stuff like with Lola or the cats, like I have to leave, it'd be fun if there was a way that I could use like my phone, for example, as a microphone and feed it into OBS and be able to look at chat while I'm doing that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's almost every animal. We've just got to hope that one in, what was it? I think it was the Black Isle where you can't get to the top floor anymore. We've just got to hope that that one appears somewhere else. I hope he's coming. There we go. Yeah, so we're very likely done here. I'm gonna bet we are. Oh,
Okay, got it. We just sent you an email. You should have it any minute now.
okay, I think it's that one. P7W4. Let's see. P7W4. No? Okay. I wrote an X? Alright, let me try again. Thank you. I did not notice that. P7W4. There we go. Thank you very much, because I I did not see that. A little annoying that gate just does not, you know, why can't it just stay open at this point, but whatever. And yeah, Edward's saying this era of game had a lot of trust in their follower AI. Yeah, and to varying degrees. This has not been too bad. It's obviously very scripted. It's just sometimes the scripting gets a little confused if you're going back to these areas. You know, ideally, you would have just picked all this stuff up the first time you're there. But yeah, I might have to take a minute, figure out why Lola is squeaking. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and head over that way. It's a shame there's not more to do with this flight stuff and the boat stuff. Is it you?
Okay, it's filed. Good luck for the rest.
It is. Alright, 2 more. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna... We're gonna pause here. And I'm gonna go BRB.
You have to be very careful. They say the treasure is guarded by a colony of Krochaks.
For a very short time. Well, it might be Lola. She might want food. So, give me... Again, roughly like 5 minutes. I'll leave you with some clips to enjoy. So please do enjoy. Moves until like the right when the God Hand mode would run out, because you do more damage while you're in that mode. Oh, saw that coming too.
Over here.
Oh, here she is.
Parrish wants you trained.
What's wrong with your face?
Learn from the best. Just try not to screw things up. New plan. We're ambushing this patrol. Brady, best if you go with G-Man.
I fucking...
Says. Try not to die.
The actress does not... We showed pictures of her. She does not have a fucking 5-head like that. They gave her a receding hairline for some fucking reason.
You got anything?
Give me a second. Okay, yeah, Dana.
You can't keep it up.
Whoa, lady. That's a low blow. We don't need to talk about that. I'm a ghost runner, not a... Never mind. Oh, shit. So here we go. This is Mickey's Wild Adventure. Here he is looking like a fucking maniac. Oh, 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 I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Oh. You have to nail it. Oh my god. I'm trying to turn away and he's getting stuck on the ramp, his arm. Oh my god, this fucking game. Shotgun still... Oh, what the fuck happened to his head? Oh, that was weird. He got all bendy. What the f- Oh. Also, am I wrong, or can we see through Homer's head? That's the inside of his neck, isn't it? What is that? This is like a weird... Oh my god.
Yeah.
And Faust is one of my favourite bagheads. Probably the favourite in video games.
What do you think your father did for
Because
you?
he's not just a big lumbering guy with a chainsaw like Strength from House of Dead 2 is. I still can't believe that. He's a baghead, and if you shoot his bag, it hurts him.
It's the key.
That's like the opposite of what bagheads are supposed to be about.
Between life and death.
What's wrong with that guy? I'm surprised the committee even let him in. Ah! This is all fake. It's just, you're just sitting on a map for like 15 minutes. Yeah. Whoa! That's so cool! What the fuck? Oh my god. That was unreasonably stylish. Hang on. I think the better button. What the fuck? What have I done? Okay. There we go. Yep, no, she needed food, so she's downstairs eating now. And she eats slow, so I had to come back up, because otherwise I'd be gone for, like, half an hour. Right, here we are. Hey! Yeah, we take those. Nope. I assume I have a picture of you already. Right, yeah. Hang on, camera. Oh, there's where it is. There we go. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me what animals I'm missing. It only shows which ones I've picked up this reel. Joe says, I checked the interview with the devs and they straight up say they had to cut a lot from the flying space stuff.
Transmission received. I'll file it right away.
Alright. Okay. Well, that's interesting. This map is just not even showing animals on it anymore. So unless there's going to be an animal in the final area. It's just, guys, it's so funny to think about that and think about the stupid grand ideas they had for Beyond Good and Evil 2 at some point. You know, when they were talking about, oh yeah, you'll be able to fly from space down to whole planets.
It's that way, Miss Jade.
It's like, what are you talking about? You're not going to make an entire planet as a level. That's impossible. That's like, how are you going to fill that with content? Are you just going to fly around as a monkey and do nothing? Like, that demo was still so weird.
Don't break up the team.
I really can't believe that they demoed it that way.
Attack!
Huh.
Awaiting your orders, Miss Jade.
Oh. Let me try this again. So once it finally comes out, you'll be ashamed of your words and deeds. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, like I've mentioned, well, I did some research into what had happened with Beyond Good and Evil 2 at some point and saw that, oh, actually, they were showing off more fleshed out gameplay. They just weren't doing it in
sight.
They weren't showing it off very well. It was mostly on like a live streams or like, you know, like personal live streams, you know, like, oh, this is a live streaming thing on just our website, or you have to know that we do like dev updates on YouTube, on like a specific YouTube account, stuff like that. But from what I understand, and maybe this is not the case still, I don't know. But from what I understand, that version of the game was completely scrapped when Michel Ancel left Ubisoft. I don't know if that's still true. And, you know, Ubisoft is still claiming they haven't cancelled it, even though they've spent, like... I think the report said they've spent, like, $500 million over, you know, the 10-plus years they've reported to be making it and rebooted it so many times. So it's funny, because they know they're never making their money back on it, right? Just say, yeah, I would forget the game now, to be honest. Probably never coming out. It's funny. Because Ubisoft did cancel a bunch of stuff, including the stuff they hadn't announced. And then they were like, oh no, but we specifically did not cancel Beyond Good and Evil 2. It's like, what do you mean you didn't cancel Beyond Good and Evil 2?
Yes, sir.
I wonder if I can... No, I guess not.
Look out, Miss Jade! They're sending in backup!
Like, they're very insistent, like, no, actually, we are so passionate about making a game like Beyond Good and Evil 2. I think when I looked it up, the press quote they gave was something about, like, filling fulfilling like a gameplay style that isn't represented or something, was their quote. I don't know. And I think Jojo even mentioned that the 20th anniversary version actually added sequel teasers to it as well. It's just funny, just strange. I'm trying. Well, you know, stranger things have happened. We got that Final Fantasy VII remake after all that time. Like if you remember, obviously they never really officially announced it, but that PlayStation 3 tech demo, I feel like that was shown back in like 2005 or something, 2005, 2006. Like Duke Nukem Forever seems quaint nowadays, how long that took to come out when you compare it to some of the bullshit we've had since. Oh, okay, Joe says there's a mission where you get photos of the crew you'd be spending time with. Ah, okay.
If we get out of this alive, we can buy the stellar motor.
Oh, I'm a coming. There we go. Ho, 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 ho. Oh. You know, I don't think I would. But like, Star Wars Outlaws. It's... Hey, Jay. Hey! I hear you found all the pearls on the planet. I'm transferring an MDIS to you. It's a little promotional game that Ism's working on at the moment. I hope you like it. Mamago! Hey, look at that. There we go. I guess I'm still missing a disc. That's funny. Oh, there you go. It's this way, right? It is interesting though that to get the spaceship upgrade, you actually do need to get most of the pearls in the game. You know, like especially if you didn't go for this. This is where the huge bulk of them were, to be fair. So you could skip some, but you would definitely be going for most of it. I mean, I don't mind it. There's enough variety with that content. It's not, say, like the, what's it, the Triforce Hunt stuff that's in Wind Waker. You have to do near the end of the game. Alright. But yeah, I feel like even if it sucked for other reasons, it really did seem like
collision risk high.
A lot of the stuff around Star Wars Outlaws or whatever it's called was people trying to culture war appropriate it, and it's like, God, that crowd has made game criticism so much harder now, because they'll more often than not, games you want to criticize, they'll latch onto and then won't actually criticize the issues with it, or if they do, they don't understand or needlessly ignore what the reasons and make it about culture war shit when it's either it's more complicated or nuanced, or it's like, no, there's technical shit that you're just not talking about. You know, it's Johnny Baghead, so he's gonna bring up Silent Hill because he makes everything about Silent Hill, that guy. But Silent Hill 2 remake does have issues. I feel like issues that a lot of publications and you know, Silent Hill fans ignored, if I'm being blunt. And one of them is a lot of that game's technical issues, and one in particular is the facial animations are real weird. And you remember there's that whole thing of like, oh no, the game looks this way because they made it ugly. It's like, no, there's something wrong with the fucking animations on the models, because in some screenshots they look fine, and in others they look busted. Alright, let's look at the Pearl game. Oh shit, we got penis music. Oh, it's gone now. Oh, okay. It'd be nice if they told me what the controls were. I'm controlling both, yeah, it's with the analog sticks. It's like a simplified version of The Adventures of Cookie and Cream. Alright, yeah, let's see. Nodroff1 points out the claim that they made Maria and Angela less attractive, but they made James more attractive. It's not that, because obviously, here's the thing that people don't talk about, right? Alright. Is the characters are face scans, right? They always, here's the thing, funny enough, they weren't face scans in the original, but they were based on the actors playing them. They've changed a bit, but they were modeled somewhat on the actors. Obviously they weren't using performance capture for the facial animations, so they didn't need to be closer to their actual faces. But, you know, that's... Aside from a couple of characters, I think Eddie is a lot changed, and Angela a little bit. But they were at least using face scans.
As new, and the installation is included, Jade. Don't let an occasion like this one get away from you.
Alright.
A set of pods completely restores...
No.
A set of pods completely restores your vehicle's... A set of pods completely restores your vehicle's energy.
We've got money to spare, so I'm just gonna get all that stuff while I'm here. There we go. Edward pointed out it's an awful Jamaican accent. Ah, we see, technically it's a rhino accent, I guess, in this world. That's how you get away with it. But yeah, because I think this is the era where
Yo, Miss Reporter Woman.
a lot of the voice acting was still, wait, how do I get back in my flying ship. Do I have to talk to someone? Oh no, here we go.
Here we come, outer space! You better hope this motor of yours has some kick to it, Mama Goat. Algenib, Omega Dipper, Altair. We're surrounded by stars, Double H.
Nope. Are you not a creature?
Hey, the stellar motor is backfiring. Almost knew, he said. Rhino.
Oh, gotta get rid of the ice. Okay. I just thought that was part of the creature. Okay, now seeing this stuff, this kind of explains...
The stellar motor has to hold out till we get to the moon. Our mission depends on it, Miss Jade.
This explains why they wanted to do that, like, space to planet stuff in the sequel.
Okay, I filed the picture. Okay, your roll of film is finished.
Good.
Well done, Yeet.
There we go, that's all species ever. Joe said, I don't know why space whales get used so often, but they're always cool. Yeah, that is a weird trope. Imagine that, maybe if I got exposed to space whales at a young enough age, that would have been what I was into instead of bagheads. And this reminds me of the Mace Griffin game. Joe saying, oh no, sorry, I'm misreading. Edward saying, should it be an M disc or not a M disc? I'm not very good at remembering the difference. I thought it was just if a word begins with a vowel, you use an, but reportedly,
Lunar base in sight, Miss Jade.
it's also words that pronounce with like vowel sounds. God, English is dumb. Is the conclusion I always come to. It's usually where I end up with just going, yeah.
There's the transmitter. That's where we need to try to get in.
Alright. I'll get in then. But yeah, Mace Griffin Bounty Hunter I like to shout out because it's impressive they managed to do it on hardware of this era, the console hardware, where you can go from like space stations out to flying areas without going, like, it's, you know, there's no loading, it's just done as a
Shawnee,
transition.
I've located the probable positions of the Alpha's activities. I've added them to your map for you to look at. Send us the pictures.
Alright, alright. Good thing I did that, I guess. They really give you a lot of opportunities to grind out money at various points.
Account identification. Okay.
Alright, give me all the K-bups. You know, I don't know if I even need the checkboards, but we'll take them.
A box of K-Bups completely restores your energy. PA1 increases your energy gauge by...
I still don't think I ever get to upgrade the health of my buddies. I think that just might not be a thing you can do. That reminds me, I do want to...
Here.
There we go. There we go. Wait, what was I doing? Right, I have a random picture I don't want. Actually, no, we'll keep that. It's a cool picture. Okay, let's see. Hey, look at that. Wow, they kept every picture I saved in the memory card. I need to look up what the file size of this save is, because that's really impressive. It makes me... That contrasts with Fatal Frame 1 big, because the save files for that game are massive. Like, if you remember, these were 8 megabyte memory cards, the official ones anyway. I do use a bigger one for the NTSC stuff. I think the base... Just the base save game for Fatal Frame 1 was like 2 megabytes, and then if you wanted to save photos, that was almost another 2 megabytes. So like that's half of a memory card. Back then that was a lot. Nodrive saying I've not played Final Fantasy Fatal Frame 1. Okay, for some reason I thought that's Final Fantasy. Yeah, no, it does. It has a really big one. If I get time, well, I have it on one of the memory cards. I think I have it on this one, actually. This is my, my big one. And we're saying, but I had one of those bigger size memory cards for a long time. It never felt like the PS1 bigger. The PS1 bigger memory cards, I remember, had to do some like very funky things to work, because the system couldn't read them if they were bigger, so they had to have like physical switches to swap between the storage. Back in the day, I only had official PS2 memory cards, but when I brought an eBay lot that just what was it? There was an eBay lot that just came with a bunch of memory cards, and it just had some bigger ones in it. I don't remember where I got this 64 megabyte one though, but here's one of them, one of the bigger ones. This is specifically so I've done some streams and some stuff in my own time where I've played PlayStation 2 games online on actual hardware, right? And you have to have network configurations for each game, and unfortunately you can only have one configuration file per memory card, and those can only have 3 different network configurations. And the problem is that different fan games run on different configurations. Back in the day, you would only probably need one, because you would just have it configured for your internet. But to access the fan servers, you need different DNS addresses and things like that. So this is specifically for Champions and Orath is on here, and some other stuff. And if you tuned into that, unfortunately we haven't been able to play Champions and Orath on real hardware yet. On real hardware, but we, if Joe can get it all set up, we might try that. Okay, so Jojo says you press start, you go to the menu, select and enter the bag of jade. Okay, let's see that. Oh, okay. So if you just didn't want her to have as much health. Okay, Nodrath says, I had no idea. So back in the day, PlayStation 2 memory cards were really expensive, like £25 or something. But only cost Sony 50p to make. That's a big controversy I hear. I'd have to look into that. I never remember hearing that. I could definitely see them being, you know, cheaper to produce. But what's going on? I assume there's a switch he's supposed to press to move this box? Oh, but he can't get to that one yet. Oh, there we go. Neat. That was cute. Alright. Oh, we haven't messed with one of these in a while. I mean, I'd be... Yeah, see, it's too long ago. So I couldn't tell you, for example.
It's the access to the transmitter, not a priority for now.
When USB drives first became a thing, am I missing something here? You know what? I am missing something there. It is for later. It hit me. I was like, oh, you know what? I bet I know what that's going to be. You know, I'm just out of curiosity. Oh, who's pinning me? Okay. First, USB thumb drive. Okay, so they would have started in the 2000 size. Here we go. So, Netes Technology filed a patent in November 99, granted by a Chinese government in 2002. Do. Okay, that doesn't quite help. The history. Well, that does not. Okay. Here we go. 8 megabytes in 2000. So, you know what? That gives you an idea. Because remember, the PlayStation 2 came out in the year 2000. Late 2000. So, that was probably quite comparable to the time. If you think about it, right? Also, the USB drives on the PlayStation 2 are USB 1. It's why, if you... I believe it's USB 1. I don't think it's 2.
Dom's architecture.
If you've ever used Open PS2 Loader or a similar program on PlayStation 2 to play games off of a USB drive, it's why the load times are worse, because the transfer speed is very rudimentary. It's fine for peripherals, but for like loading game data, it's slower than DVDs and CDs. Yeah, USB 1.0. God, we're just straight up in fucking HR Geiger alien shit now.
Bravo, Yeet.
Yeah, some games will work. It's just that the load times will be a lot worse. It's a mirror. Okay. I specifically remember Punchy does a lot of survival horror speedruns. He's really funny. Ooh. But I remember at some point him mentioning... Why did I think this had inverted controls very suddenly? Because it doesn't. That there was a game that he got the world record speedrun on because he was the only runner to play it on actual disc on PlayStation 2. It's such a rare game that all the other runs were oh, I see. Were played on USB drives. Like, I guess no one had used Open PS2 Loader the way I do to run it off a hard drive. They'd only done it with USB. Which, granted, you know, it's cheaper to do it that way. You don't have to, you know, buy a SATA drive, get the network adapter, get a conversion kit so the network adapter can read SATA drives. Because the original Ethernet hard drive adapter on the PS2 used IDE drives. And yeah, just... He even says, like, yeah, it's not a good run. I didn't play that efficiently. I knew the route. But managed to beat the time solely based on load times. But one thing I do notice now, currently PlayStation 2 memory cards aren't that expensive to get. But PS1 memory cards tend to be pricey if you want to get official ones. I specifically wanted to get a couple of official ones for the PlayStation grab bags, and yeah, it took me a while to find some that weren't like £20-30 plus. But yeah, like... Whereas finding like eBay lots for PlayStation 2 memory cards is a lot easier. And I'll be honest, I think some of that is related to like retro price inflation, like over, you know, artificial inflation. That kind of shit.
It's too quiet around here. Someone is watching us.
Ooh.
Yeah, I feel it too. They're all around us. They're waiting for us.
Oh, there's my boy. No, just saying. I remember looking at games lots like 10 years ago. All sports games, M1 you want, so the value of the game you want, plus £20. Yeah, that sometimes happens. I have a copy of Silent Hill 3, but the copy I had didn't have a manual originally. So I had to...
Doors is in the cloister. We'll have to point a light beam in this direction.
I eventually found a seller who had a manual, but it was part of a lot. And maybe I could have messaged them and said, hey, is there any chance I could just buy this one manual? But I didn't. So I just have like 20, 30 PlayStation 2 manuals that I don't know what to do with. I think for a couple, I did use them to say, like, swap out ones that I had that weren't as good quality kind of thing. At some point, I was going to list them all on eBay. But making a listing with the drop-down menus on eBay where people can, like, pick, instead of having to list them all separately, actually takes longer than you would think. They make it more awkward than you would think. Especially if your listings, for example, are for multiple platforms. Because some of the manuals are for other systems. So, I don't know. I might just put them up again and just be like, hey, here's a list. Here's screenshots. Oh, my buddy there's having a fun time. What are you doing? Okay. I assume I've got to direct the beam still. But yeah, no, I talk about this all the time, but I'm a very thrifty when it comes to retro game collecting. Or just game collecting in general. I'm like, yeah, no, I'll get stuff on the cheap. Any of the stuff that starts getting into the 40 to 60 plus range, I usually am like, nah, I'm good, I don't need that. These columns don't move. What if we try moving the top half of the column? We have to get out of here. Same kind of door again. Alright. Oh yeah, while we're here, let's try that fin. There we go. Oh, you know, yeah.
Here.
That's a interesting way to handle that. Okay, I see. So there's another mirror somewhere, right? That I've got to use to open that gate. Let me just make sure. Oh, okay. I see. Man, it's like I'm playing Resident Evil 5. These light puzzles. But yeah, here. I forgot. Here's my bag of PlayStation 2 memory cards. That's how easier it is to get PlayStation 2 memory cards on the cheap. I have like a couple mostly real ones in here, and then a couple of unofficial ones. There we go. So we've got that one. But yeah, like sometimes I'll do thrifty things to get manuals or buy stuff in lots, things like that. Filling out the PlayStation 1 grab bag when I was getting games for that was very much like finding eBay lots that just like, oh, here's a bunch of games that I don't have. Though, yeah, it did get to the point where, you know, trying to find a lot that doesn't have duplicates of games you have. It's kind of funny, actually. Steam Neck Fest is going on right now. And one of the games they had, I forget the exact name of it, but it's a game where you're running a electronic repair shop in the 2000s. So you're repairing like old Nokia phones, retro consoles, PSPs. Some of the, funny enough, they're all like non-brand parodies, except for Atari. They somehow got the rights to use Atari stuff. But then it's like fake PSPs, fake Nokias. It's just very strange. And when I say fake, it's like the names are fake, but it's the actual designs are very Vintage Story? I should know the name of it. I was playing it this morning. I just don't remember. But yeah, it's very cool. I hope the final release has controller support. Just because using a mouse for extended time is bad for my arm. And currently it just does the Steam bin.
We have to succeed in turning the upper half of these columns.
Where it will like remap mouse and keyboard to a controller and it doesn't feel great. Hold on, do I have to... Yeah, I do. Okay. I'm guessing... Yeah. Tell me you're getting this new Steam controller. Apparently, well, I don't remember how much they cost, but apparently they're having supply issues. They said some people are not going to get it till next year. So, but I'm fine with the controller options I have on PC. I either use I have a wired 360 controller, which is pretty good. It has a little bit of stick drift with the left stick, but aside from that, it's fine. Or, I have an adapter that lets me use PlayStation 1 and 2 controllers. And honestly, sometimes that's totally fine. But yeah, like, I do hear one of the benefits with the Steam controllers. The old one had issues, but this new one's supposed to be really good for, like, emulating mouse.
Hang in there, Paige. I'll get you out of there.
I wonder. I feel like this is not the way to do it, but let me just... have I tried Offbeat? It's a game about producing music with random toys and machines. Okay, I'll look into that. That does sound cool. I've done a little bit of look into the current demos. You know, in a... I'm bad with names. There were some really good ones. Okay. Oh, okay. That puzzle just fucking sorted itself out, didn't it, there?
10-4.
But I did play the Truck Kun game. The one about the truck that isekais a lady and then you have to do like crazy taxi gameplay to support her in another world. That one was fun. A little buggy in places and some stuff, but it definitely is like good potential. Another one I was playing today, I forget its full name, it was like something Kaido. It felt like a kind of...
back for you. I'll bring you back home.
What was it? A send up to like the Kyo Q games and like PS2 era Need for Speed. He's gonna get up. I bet. Hey, say something.
Here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
take
We can
that.
still save the other victims, Jade. We have to wrap up the report.
Re-story, that's it. I'm not gonna take a picture of that. I know, something tells me that that's a misdirect. He's gonna get up. It is funny though, because I had never finished the game, I just started this a couple of times, the different versions. I was under the impression that Paige was with you for most of the game, and he actually isn't. It's mostly Double H. Yeah, I can still use his corpse to open the button. Hang on. What is the report? Okay, I've already done that. I guess I just gotta go back now.
Shawnee, it's incredible. We just got an email from the chief. He's alive, Jade, alive.
I knew it.
Paige!
Trying to play with me. Also, wow, that looked like we were about to fall off the bridge there.
Very sneaky, the whole code under the shoe bit.
You found them? You didn't screw up my settings, I hope.
They're exactly as I found them. Stench and all. Paige, you were...
Dead, I know. But you saved me. You're the one that brought me back to life. You're not the one you think you are, Jade. There's always been a prodigious energy hidden deep inside you.
Oh.
Now it's coming to the surface, and you're starting to understand it.
Paige, the kids, they...
Yes, I know.
Oh.
Kidnapped too.
Cutscenes
They've
desyncing.
taken them to the Great Crypt. The only way to get there is by using the landing strip.
I did try and turn accurate reads on because there were some issues with audio and cutscenes, but
There's too
I guess
few
it
of
didn't
us.
help.
We need help in order to attack the lunar base in full force.
Again, that's the issue
only way of
sometimes.
obtaining the support of the Hylians is to follow Nino's plan, wrap up the report, and use
With
the long-range
open
transmitter to
PS2 loader.
broadcast it.
Okay, let's get a move on.
So what was this gap on the left? I want to see it. I want to see it.
Don't blow your cover, Mr. We have to bring back the information first.
Huh, I guess...
Alert! Alert!
Uh-oh. Oh, the camera does not know what to do here. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, maybe you guys can help me out with the switches. Oh dear. Okay, let's not go that way yet.
Very sneaky, the whole code.
I assume I don't
thing.
go that way
You
yet.
found them? You didn't screw up my settings, I hope.
They're exactly as I found them. Stench and all.
Huh.
Paige,
Dead, I know. But you saved me. You're the one that brought me back to life. You're not the one you think you are, Jade.
I was a bit worried about streaming just because it's been so hot earlier. I think I started at the right time though, where the temperature started to drop.
Coming to the surface, and you're starting to understand.
No, I do have a good fan
Paige,
that's over there.
the kids, they...
Yes, I know. Kidnapped too. They've taken them to the Great Crypt. The only way to get there is by using the landing strip. We'll have to come back in the ship, but we can't do anything for them right now. There's too few of us. We need help in order to attack the lunar base in full force.
The only way of obtaining the support of the Hylians is to follow Nino's plan, wrap up the report, and use the long-range transmitter to broadcast it.
Okay, let's get a move on.
Alright. At the very least, hopefully I can trigger a checkpoint so that doesn't happen again.
Recovering? I know how it feels. I spent 16 hours in that machine. I thought I'd never get out.
I've been in it for 3 weeks.
Wow, has it been that long?
Jade, thanks for coming to my
rescue.
Have to wrap up the report first, Jake.
Huh? I guess we can't go back? Okay, maybe I do have to go up first. Oh, I don't know. We'll figure it out. At the very least, I'll save here and hopefully that will... checkpoint. Oh, this intense music goes off.
Don't blow your cover, Mr. We have to bring back the information first.
Hey! You alright? Huh? Intruder!
Are you kidding me?
We're under attack!
Oh, okay. This whole time, I didn't realize you could fight them one-on-one like that. Well, there we go. You learn something new. I really can't imagine what we would be spending the money on at this point. I mean, it's good to have excess. Like, sign there's a shop, I'll just buy out everything they have. There we go. I think I know where I'm going. I think there's a route this way, yeah. Okay. It's weird it didn't checkpoint there, because this game's normally very good about checkpointing. Alright, Joe. Yep, that's no worries. You take care. Oh, it is really funny how HR Geiger, this whole part is. Okay, oh, here we go. Whoa!
The Hillians are becoming suspicious. Kidnappings are getting harder and harder to execute. The Iris network is becoming more than just a little nuisance.
Now, I guess that means we'll have to think about where we would tier this. Problem is, I still don't know enough about that 20th anniversary version.
As Betrü, you need me just as much as I need you, Your Excellency.
I feel the life of asking me. Profit from the last of my energy.
Shawnee, 88. Hurry up and broadcast the report from the transmitter, and all of Hillis will be with us. The governor will surely be willing to help you.
Shawnee Orbes Metan. Shawnee Doms Theendra. Shawnee Orbes Metan. Shawnee Doms Theendra. Shawnee Orbes Metan.
Hillian sadistically sacrificed, drained of all their energy by a Dom's priest. Revolt, citizens! Drive out the Alpha sections and the Doms!
Huh.
She holds the power. She is Shawnee. We no longer have need of the humans. Only the girl can save us. Bring the girl to me. Bring me Shawnee.
I remember the Shawnee stuff a little bit. Let's see. Guessing I've got to go back to my crew.
Double H, I saw the prisoners. It's horrible. There's hundreds of them.
Just for safety, I'm going to save again. If we do beat this soon, and we do the tiering, the main thing will be I'll have to look up a video that goes over the comparison stuff.
must get to the transmitter. It's our only chance.
The thing is, this game is decently playable. There's not many issues playing on this version. The frame rate does get real rough in some specific areas, though. Like, I can't deny that. And there are some, like, awkward controller stuff. So, potentially, if that 20th anniversary version fixes that, that would definitely tip the scales for me. If it doesn't, or if people have kind of, like, issues with the... You know, because they updated a lot of the visuals. It's not so bad that I would say, oh, you need to play the GameCube or Xbox versions over this. If, I mean, they are probably the better versions, but I don't think...
Wait a minute! That's the beluga! You managed to get the old girl up and running!
Account identification.
You know, I don't think it's one of those things where you shouldn't play the PS2 version.
Completely restores your
It's probably the worst version to play. But I don't see it as, like, that much of a downgrade. That's the important thing with the tier list. If I have anything in the
yes, sir.
Play elsewhere tier, that's usually if the PlayStation 2 version is too compromised to recommend.
Hurry! Everyone to the transmitter room! 60mm cannon. 6-egg progression.
Hang on tight. We're almost to the transmitter.
And yeah, though the texture quality in some areas can look pretty rough. Oh. No, just say, yeah, I heard the Xbox versions were the best from that era, followed by some GameCube. For the Ubisoft stuff, they definitely seem to be very focused on building a... Like, it's weird. The Xbox versions, I don't think were ever their base versions they were developing for every game, but it always seemed like they would develop their games so that the Xbox versions could take the most advantage of the hardware and specs. Like, even Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, totally fine on PlayStation 2, but the Xbox version is noticeably a lot better looking and running.
You have control of the long-range transmitter? That's incredible. I'll work as fast as I can. Hang in there.
But it is funny because there are some games where they actually were better on PlayStation 2 than they were on Xbox or GameCube.
If the population revolts, the Alpha sections will
G9P6.
surely try to flee.
G9P6. 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 G9P6.
Transmitter alignment. Set target.
Like, funny enough, the first James Bond game on PlayStation 2 actually runs better on PlayStation 2 than Xbox, and the Xbox version doesn't really look any better.
It's up to you now, Jade.
Okay.
Data not recognized. Protected system.
And then sometimes...
10.
They're blocking the controls.
9.
Oh.
8.
Sometimes it's controller issues.
6.
You know, like games that were kind of built around the 4 triggers, shoulder buttons, and GameCube only had 3, and Xbox only had 2.
System blocked.
Nice job, Magnifico. More like Secundo El Major Screw-Up, King of the Cretins, Pope of the
Silencio, my little piglet. Look.
Opening system data. Hello, General Secundo.
I'm gonna see if I can find...
I have una amiga who would like to broadcast a
really
little
good.
report. Set up an alignment on 21.3, por favor, mia bella.
Yes, sir, General.
Comparison video.
Data loaded. Broadcasting.
Okay, we'll look at that one.
Its ugly head on your planet. With help from those
There we
traitors
go.
from the Iris Network, our enemy, the Dogs,
Those are some videos.
have broken through our protective borders
And-
and infiltrated your city. Enough is enough.
Amigos, señores, señoras, y of course, señoritas. Keep open your eyes, si
I'm
tutti
just getting my
quanti.
tier list stuff ready.
I'm not going to be wasting your time with big speeches. I just wanting to show you the whole big picture. Los Alpha Section are traitors, banditos, imposters, rascals, wooden nickels. Look at these photos that we have taken. The
Those are my
Section
photos!
Are the accomplices of the Dogs forces.
The Alpha sections are the ones who've been kidnapping the Hillians and taking them to the Doms. Once the victims arrive on the moon, they're drained of all their energy and die.
Since the beginning, we've been manipulated and deceived. Stop listening to the lies that the Alpha sections are telling you.
Down with the Alpha sections!
I'll say at the minimum, when it comes to PS2, Xbox, GameCube, despite some of the performance issues with this version, I don't think I would classify this as like, oh, only play the Xbox or PS2 versions or GameCube versions. A good example, Mercenaries. Mercenaries, I think, runs too bad on PlayStation 2 to go back to now, but the Xbox One's fine. Because that
Kids are still on the Dom's base. We have to
that
go
gets
back.
unplayable with bad
being,
frame
we'd
rate,
better
honestly,
evacuate
in
the
some
sector.
parts.
Nice strategy, soldier, but a bit late. Goodbye.
Auto destruction procedure engaged.
Oh. Oh, Mercenaries 2, funny enough, is a funny one. Did that series just start? Well, yeah, because the studio... Is it Pandemic? Was that Pandemic? They got closed by Electronic Arts. I don't know how the second one was received. It's kind of funny, though, because the PS2 version of Mercenaries...
Trying to trap us inside! Quick! To the ship!
is a completely different game. It's a... they took the first engine.
The truth
Oh.
has finally been revealed by our trustworthy colleagues from the Iris Network. The Hillian people have joined forces to drive the Alpha sections out of Hillis. Once again, the honorable journalistic profession was able to show that it had a preponderant role in the history.
Which is funny, because they were... they were not on our side for a long time. But yeah, I don't know how Mercenary 2 was received. I messed with it a little bit, and
Come into my parlor.
I had some issues with it compared to the first game. Like, the kind of the progression I didn't like as much.
Tractor beam activated.
I hear the big thing with that game is it's co-op though. I'll have to look into it again another time. But I do plan on playing through the PS2 version because it is a different game.
Rodents tangled in my web.
Oh, I see.
He's completely nuts on that thing.
Oh, okay. I have to lock on. There we go.
Keep the tractor beam engaged!
Oh, oh. Okay, there we go. I mean, I have plenty of repair pods if it comes up.
Done some serious damage. Keep up the good work, Miss Jade.
It's funny. It's because I'm thinking of the stuff of doing the tier lists for Xbox and GameCube. To make you think of like Star Fox Zero and how bad the flying sections are, so the final boss being a stage like this was actually a letdown, even though it's a Star Fox game. Nice.
We'll have to launch the hovercraft if we want to turn off the tractor beams. We have to get inside the spider in order to turn off the tractor beam.
Okay. I think I know what I'm supposed to do here.
The coast is clear. We'll have no problem to dock, Miss Jade.
There we go. Sure. We'll save here. Yeah, I think Pandemic was. I mean, they made the Saboteur, which I adore that game. Like, it's one of those weird ones where that's the kind of game where I get why it was probably ever reviewed like a 7 out of 10, but I think it's good enough to like. Oh, look at this frame rate. Holy shit.
Yes, sir. 10-4. Okay. 10-4. Alert! Alert!
Have to turn off the tractor beam first, Miss Jade, if we want to get away.
Okay. We're under attack!
See, stuff like this does make me kind of question the frame rate issues, but also, you know, these parts are so minor and it's never hit the point of unplayable. That's the important thing with the tier list is I've said this a couple times, but I really want to insist, like, I only really do play elsewhere if I think the PS2 version is
already dead. Your mother and father,
that bad compared to the other versions.
all those little brats. We've sucked them dry of all their fluids so that we could live longer. He's looking for you. He's been on your trail for centuries. Your days are numbered. May the angels of darkness rise to glory.
Yeah, rip bozo.
We have to get back to the base. All the prisoners are still in there.
heard some voices up there. Is there someone else still alive?
No, there's no one left.
Oh, I almost couldn't see the exit there.
Landing strip in sight.
Because yeah,
Straight ahead.
Prince of Persia: Sands of Time is like a lot funkier on PS2, like lower voice quality, for example.
Look out! They're sending in the cavalry.
Sweet Jesus, they're everywhere!
But again, like very minor stuff doesn't really ruin the game. When we get to the tier list part, I'll kind of look at the games I put in place elsewhere.
We have the support of the people of Hillis, Jade. We'll cover you. Try to get inside the base. We must save those that are still inside.
There we go. Okay, now playing this, I do really see why they had those grander ideas for the sequel. But I mean, you know, doing it all in real time is like impressive, but again, like you have to think of the scale of things, like
A triple elevator. Everyone in position.
you know, you can't possibly make a entire planet of video game content. It's not tenable.
You have finally come back to me. You have served your master well, Johnny. You alone have brought the Hillians to me. They have followed you blindly.
Miss Jade?
Dorthgal Parkan.
It's a trap!
It's a trap! Oh no!
You are not who you think you are. The pig has hidden your origins from me.
Jade, no! Don't listen to him!
You are the source of my powers, the instrument of my strength.
Oh god, this is such a cool design.
In the hope of destroying me, but I have survived, feeding me with only the most miserable of sacrifices. They made you human, but you are not like them. You are mine, Johnny, and I am going to kill the human part of you.
Wow, I bet people took that picture at this
Johnny Doms Yandra.
in the years since. That face means something very different today. Oh right, yeah, these bozos. Can't take a picture of him. Oh dear. Okay. Am I missing something? Surely they're... I guess not.
I
get a safety heal. Uh-oh. Oh, he made clones. Wow, we're still getting money? Oh, he... What an asshole. This is a cool fucking fight, though. Like, even if this game is sometimes mechanically simple in the combat, they do a lot with it to make it feel like it's more.
We have to abandon the fight, Miss Jade. It's your fault that we're suffering, Miss Jade. Abandon.
Oh.
Join us, Miss Jade.
Ah, friendly fire.
You're losing control of your spirit, Shawnee. Shawnee Omakan.
Oh, my controls are inverted. Oh, okay. Get up. Hell yeah. I don't know why. I get like way hungrier when I stream than if I don't. It always hits me quicker. Can see the weird cropping I have to do for this game because the subtitles show up in the the black bars. Actually, I should double check if the GameCube or Xbox versions have like proper 16:9 support. Let me look at that quickly while this ending goes. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Huh? That's kind of a vague ending. Just checking some stuff. Hell, let me... Okay, so apparently there's going to be some stuff coming up in the credits that kind of explains on it. This is a great game, though. It is a shame that it didn't sell that well when it originally came out, because this is phenomenal. I'm really trying to think though if I would put this in Masterpiece or not. I'm just gonna look at my tier list. Like I said, I'm still considering. You know, the potential for this to be a play elsewhere, but I'm just trying to think. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, definitely not the GameCube version, because the GameCube version doesn't have progressive scan support. It's missing from the GameCube version. That's PS2 and Xbox only. And yeah, neither Xbox or GameCube have like proper widescreen. They all seem to do this like wide, you know, like pseudo widescreen in a 4:3 display. Okay, let me quickly look at my tier list of stuff. I think I do have to put this in Masterpiece. Even though you can kind of see near the end of the game where it's like very hurried and cut down. Like I think the characters are so fun. It's such a interesting take on the kind of 3D Legend of Zelda style and all the optional stuff, the photo. Like, the fact I 100%ed this, I think, says it enough, you know? That I went out my way to do that stuff. Like, this is good enough that if I could get hold of that 20th anniversary edition at some point, I would replay that straight up. Like a great soundtrack, very original style as well. You know, the kind of like the different cultures it pulls from, even if it's not representing them super well, like just that it's making such a different feeling world. I think probably its weakest aspect is story. The characters are more the highlight. The actual story is, you know, it's right from the beginning. You're already like, oh yeah, the evil, like the whole protecting force, though they're clearly evil. And unfortunately, they don't really get into the other stuff in the story. It's all kind of vague, the stuff with the parents and her being like from a different species or something. So that's maybe the one that there we go. Do you know what's funny actually is when I was looking up a picture to promote the stream today, I purposely picked that super low res picture because I just thought it was really funny. It was from a review. There's some versions where it shows her like wearing a different top, which maybe that's from the 20th anniversary version, or maybe like when you beat the game. I'm not sure, but no, this is a must play. That's what I'm gonna say. Great games I don't necessarily think are must plays. This is a must play. But I get the feeling I'm probably not going to recommend this PS2 version. What the fuck? What was that about? Wow, this game has a fucking sequel teaser and they want to make a prequel? Yeah, I'm just going to look up some stuff quickly. Go see what's in bonus. Making of trailer. Yeah, let's watch the trailer quick.
The war has arrived at the gates of Illis. General Jack, Supreme Commander. Join the Alpha sections, and together we will overcome.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, they kind of left stuff open at the end. So yeah, I definitely would say the weakest aspect is the story. There's still some interesting stuff in it, but it definitely feels... You know, especially because so much of the marketing and promotion, the stuff around this game is like, oh, uncover the conspiracy. There isn't much of a conspiracy. Like, there's not much to the DOMs and the sector, or whatever they're called. They don't really have much going on. It's just, hey, yeah, they're behind it. They, like, it's so obvious in that first encounter where they come up late, you instantly go like, oh yeah, no, they're corrupt. They're doing bullshit. So okay, but what we're gonna do quick is Okay, let's get the... Oh, I gotta resize this.
The war has arrived at the gates of Ilus. General Keck, Supreme Commander, join the
There we
Alpha
go.
sections, and together we will...
Okay. Actually, no, we'll play that just quiet. So before we look at that, I'm just getting stuff ready. We're going to check out some comparison videos. So first, we're going to look at this video from Group M Pro, which looks at PC, PS2, 360, GameCube, Xbox, and PS3.
Put it right over there.
So yeah, let me look again. So yeah, GameCube. Yeah, wow. GameCube and PS2 looks about the same. And yeah, these are the HD, the first HD re-releases. I'm just gonna skip around a bit. Oh, mate, your capture's fucked up on your Xbox version. I think they do slightly better capture these days. But yeah, this is the first encounter. But yeah, like, performance is a bit better. Yeah, you know what? The PS2 version, not actually that much of a downgrade. This is a decent, okay video. It doesn't go far enough into gameplay, though, for me personally. Like, yeah, we'll look at this part of the video quick here. And here we go. This is looking PS2, PS3, and the remaster, the anniversary. Now, the anniversary, you can really see how much they changed stuff. And with stuff like this, the main thing is obviously, like, are they capturing, you know, the original feel of things? Because sometimes stuff like this will end up changing, you know, like color or the look. Yeah, you know what? The model is actually very close to the original. This might be one of the more authentic remasters I've seen. Because so many of them tend to lose a lot of the meaning. Oh, yeah, like, yeah, you see this shot? Like, it doesn't even look that different. If you go to... Yeah, let me go back 5 seconds more. Like, the main difference here is they're doing a different water effect to do reflections and stuff. But, you know, because the original already had great lighting, it's just slightly better. The only thing, at least in this footage, is, like, her color. It's probably more a lighting thing. Her skin color looks different, but I don't think that could just be the lighting in this scene. But the main thing is the performance. Like, having the the better frame rate. Oh, that's weird. They changed his shirt design quite a lot. It's like ribbed now. Okay, yeah, it's just lighting in certain scenes that made it look different. Yeah, okay, that is a good example. The lighting here, it looks more colorful. I actually don't mind it, though. I think that fits. But this is... Yeah, I'm just not used to seeing remasters that are, like, this good. I'll say he's a bit off. They kind of forgot... They, like, made him younger for some reason. That's a little odd. But yeah. Like, any of the major design changes... Oh, they even made the expressions a bit more pronounced. Even though it's, like, using the same animations. Alright, let's see if we can get to a later bit. Like, okay, so here's an example of something that's a bit off, is how they've done the transparency here. He's not as transparent as before. No, his, like, weird cleft lip look that he sometimes has is fixed. But honestly, I kind of prefer it. It does make him a bit more easy to discern. I wonder if that's why they changed it. Because, you know, they actually managed to do the transparency fine on PS3, which is funny. Because a lot of PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3, like, HD ports would fuck that up. Yeah, the effect's a bit different. But I don't hate it. It's interesting, though, because, like, the models don't look that much up-res, actually. Like, this is a really good comparison. Like, especially look at the shoulders and stuff like that. I don't think the remodeling is very dramatic. Actually, no, you can see if you... Actually, let me check. Does this have capture cursor? It does, yeah. If you look here, you can see the modeling is very similar. They've improved stuff a bit. You can see, like, the shirt, his vest, for example, is separate. I don't think the beard looks good, though. Where they've, like, made it look more artificial. I think he is maybe a downgrade. It would be nice if there was a way to play this version with the original graphics. But otherwise, they don't really lose the meaning here. And, you know, you got to be careful because you can see they've got more dynamic lighting going on than the original. Which might explain, like, some of the stuff with, like, skin tones and things like that looking different. But yeah, wow, you look at these, and it's like, yeah, this actually doesn't look that different. I want to see how far they get into it. Yeah, no, this is still very on model. It's nice to see the NPCs looking better. No, this kind of does show you some of the difference of, like, yeah, they had to compress the textures down for PS2 a bit. Yeah, while that's playing, I'm going to see if I can find a list of changes. On Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition changes. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I was really hoping there was like a list. Let me double check and see if that wiki has it. Oh, well, here we go. So the HD version actually ran at 60 FPS. But it did have some bugs. It mentions, due to the so-called trilinear texture filtering, the amount of work to polish the textures with higher resolutions was decreased. It is a setting found in the programming, easily altered in the file by changing. Essentially not a bad thing when the level of detail in the world is done the utmost care. However, the HD version, they force the game engine to use the highest level of detail on textures. The problem that occurs is that once the player is too far away, a lot of these textures collide with one of a creates a distorted effect. Okay. So okay. But yeah, sadly, doesn't sound like they go super into the differences. Do you know what I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. Because we've been thinking on this one for quite a bit. See, okay, see, this is an example though. Because of the lighting changes, in some bits, this guy's like lip design looked very different. It looked very plain. Okay. But what I'm gonna do is, for now... Alright, give me a second here. I need to add the image to my tier list bin. I don't use the typical tier maker website because you can't edit tier lists once you save them. Only like the template. There we go. So for now, I'm gonna put the game in the masterpiece tier list. I do think this is a must play, even if some of the performance issues on PlayStation 2 are a bit funky. There is the original PC version, and you know what? I'm going to quickly check if you can still buy both versions on PC. I actually own the original version on PC, though I don't know if that is based on the HD remaster or not. Let me search. Beyond Good. Yeah, I don't think you can buy the original version anymore. Which is kind of a shame, if that's the case. Let me look. Yeah. It's unlisted. I wonder, though, if you're not logged on, does it still appear? Hang on, let me sign out on the web browser. Yeah, I don't think you can buy. It's weird though, because the listing still exists. And it even, you know, I wonder if Good Old Games has a version of it. As much as there's issues with Good Old Games at times. Okay. Yes, you can still buy the original PC version on Good Old Games. That's good to know. Okay, so yeah, it has some issues in places, but it is such a fun game. The presentation is amazing, even on the PS2 version with some of the performance issues. Some like great vibes, the soundtrack, really like fun dungeon designs and puzzles. There's maybe like a little bit of pacing and stuff because you sometimes get into the dungeons for a very long time. Again, the characters really hold the story together because the story ends up being just like typical archetypes about like control of the media and like evil authoritarian stuff. They don't really flesh it out enough, and it feels like they were probably planning to with all the hints about the whole Shawnee thing and the stuff they imply with that end boss stuff. With some like great moments, a lot of variety, but at the same time, like they don't go too overboard. Like it is in a way worrying about the potential of them making a new game because like the idea of this having a full like crafting system and like a full quest log like built in a way like current Assassin's Creed games are, it's like you wouldn't want that. That would be going too far with it. Like if they did want to get closer to their idea of, you know, going from like space to a planet and that kind of side of it, I could see it. But you know what, I want to look into the 20th anniversary edition more. Specifically, I believe there's a Digital Foundry video that gets really technical into it. But I could see someone seeing this PS2 version as not the version play. I think if you're going to play it a version, maybe go for Xbox. But this version is... the issues don't make it unplayable. I didn't have any point... it got close, but the frame rate drops were very limited to really specific encounters and areas. It's a shame hearing that HD version runs at 60, but then because of not doing level detail stuff, that it causes issues with the textures. But there you go. I think I'm only going to do that one for now. I think there's some other PS2 stuff I do need to tier at some point. But I think we'll leave this now. Like I said, there's a chance if I look at the 20th anniversary edition that I might replace this to play elsewhere. It's just, it depends on how significant those improvements are. Because it's one of those things where even though like there is some awkwardness with like not having a lock-on button and trying to use that disc in first person where you can't move. If stuff like that's improved, then I would definitely put this in a play the current 20th anniversary edition. But I want to be 100% sure that is how that version plays before we'd hear that. But yeah, this is a great game. If you haven't played it, definitely play a version. Like I said, if you want to play it, you know, the best version from this era, probably Xbox is going to be the way to go. And if you want to play the PC version, which I assume is based on the HD version, or maybe the HD version is based on the PC version, you can still get it at Good Old Games. Funny enough, it's like reduced right now. I think it's $2. And even when it's not $2, it's still really cheap. I think it's like $5 to $7. Shame the Steam version is unlisted, but you can still get it, thankfully. Heck, the thing I would say is if they do the 20th version, I hope gives you the PC version for free, but I doubt they do it that way. But it's a remaster that actually is very faithful in a way that I appreciate. There's some minor changes, but I didn't look at it and see anything that made me go, okay, they've completely changed the meaning here. And again, funny to hear that it has Beyond Good and Evil 2 sequel teaser stuff in it. But yeah, we'll wrap up from here. Let me quickly look at something. So yeah, I can clear. That is done. So yeah, no, the next PlayStation 2 game is we've got to finish off Dynasty Warriors. I think we're at the point now where I might be able to just do that in one more stream. Maybe. We got to see. Because I've also got the... let's see if we can unlock Lubu. So maybe 2 streams, depending. But yeah, you know, Champions of Norrath, that's going to be a co-op thing. I'm actually going to think on what the next main PlayStation 2 playthrough is going to be. I'll have to think on that one. I'll get back to you on that. I'll look at the potential games I have on the list and see the kind of stuff we're in the mood for. I still want to do picks for now. Not random select or anything like that. Just because there's certain themes and stuff. God, I might do God of War 2 soon. But I might want to do something a bit different before then. Just something to kind of, you know, go through the varieties of genres and things like that. But I'll figure that out. But yeah, I might do, again, a birthday-esque stream, a belated one on the weekend. We'll see on that. But if you want stream updates, follow me on Blue Sky. I got to relog into Twitter and I'm trying to remember what email I use for my stream account. But I'll try and get back in on that. But yeah, updates on Blue Sky at Johnny Baghead. If you want to catch up on old VODs, those are over on YouTube at Johnny Baghead VODS. And my main YouTube channel is just at Johnny Baghead, where I have highlight videos. Which, you know, I'll try and get one out for July. There's a specific one that I put on the back burner to get my 2022 to 24 one out. And I'll get that video done for July. That's going to be a fun one. And that will lead to things in the future. But for there, I've been Johnny Baghead. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you again, Jodriel, for suggesting this. Good to get me to finally beat this game after having started a playthrough, I think, 3 different times beforehand. So there you go. And yeah, take care, everyone. Bye.